Hello, beautiful people. It is July 28th, and we have 3 more days until August officially hits. Incredible. Which means the year is like ramping up to really be over. Because once we get into August, it's like, okay, we have September. I guess we can call it a holiday with Labor Day, but not really, right? Then you got October, Halloween, November, Thanksgiving, December, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate in December, and then the New Year. So this is like the ramp up period into the holidays in my eyes. And even though we've been hitting 100 on like the regular temperature with a feel like of 105 to 110 lately, we haven't even hit the official hot season here in Florida. We're about to hit it. In August, and I am so ready with this move that we're about to make in a few days. I am so ready to be closer to the beach, to soak up the sun rays, because right now we're about 30 to 40 minutes away from a beach. Like Mickler's Landing is 30 minutes away from us, but where we're about to move, the beach is going to be like 10 minutes down the street, and I am just so excited. I cannot wait to get some footage of the sunrises and the sunsets off the beach, because Florida has such beautiful sunrises and sunsets, hands down. But anyway, we're starting off this vlog with Chelsie and her camera issues and her using her new boo's camera. Aw, that's so cute, girl. Thank you for letting us know. Does he also vlog? Is he a photographer? Because she said the camera, right? So maybe he's just using the camera feature and not the videoing feature. Remember back in the day when we used to have a camcorder? And that would be how we had to record our videos, and like the camera just took pictures. Incredible, right? But anywho, why does he have such a huge camera? That's what was going through my mind when she was talking about it. Like, is he an influencer? Do we know him? She said she thinks it'll inspire her to be more creative. Okay, girl. I literally cannot wait to see what you come up with. I will say, if she was using his camera for her B-roll shots, I think that's what they were, those were super crispy and clear, and that was really nice to see. But it was kind of like a sloppy feeling though, with the random clips and the zooming in. But hey, they were clear, right? Here I go with my positive sandwich. But yeah, they were clear, and that looked nice. That's not all that matters, but it looked nice. So then she started talking about matcha, making a matcha, boring shit. Like, so are you saying that our former matcha girl that needed to have a matcha in every single shot basically went to New York just to go to, what was that matcha place? Joe's Matcha or something like that? Or was that in Miami? No, I think that's in New York and in Miami, right? They were in both places. And maybe they are in Atlanta too. But she hasn't been there in a while. That pink place that had the tuna sandwich that she brought on the plane. So what? She wasn't being influenced enough by the other girls drinking matcha? That's so sad. So sad. But okay, let's talk about this matcha drink. It was the matcha, which I've never had, but it literally looks like grounded up grass. And I kind of feel like, well, people say it has an earthy taste to it. So I'm thinking that grounded up grass look isn't too far off from what it actually tastes like grass, the dirt. But anywho, so we got the matcha powder, the milk, vanilla syrup, and flaky sea salt. Now listen, I am not a coffee drinker by no means. I do not drink coffee. The closest thing to coffee that I will drink is a caramel ribbon crunch from Starbucks, and I don't even have that often because it's too much for me. It's just too rich for me. That matcha milk, vanilla syrup, and flaky sea salt, that just doesn't sound like it hits. I don't know. Has anybody tried it? Maybe it does. Maybe it does to a person that likes them kind of drinks, but that ain't it for me. Okay, so after that, I think she was like by her counter or something, and in my head I'm just like, damn, another shot in the house. So is this video just gonna be an in-house one? Like, we just gonna be in the whole house the whole time? Because that's what it's given right now. All right, after the matcha, she started talking about how she could have saved money if she downsized. See, y'all, I knew sometimes when I be saying stuff, like, I'm just like, okay, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, or like I'm putting too much of like my expectations into it, but not really, right? Like, I'm just trying to look at shit from a logical point of view, and we're all women. Well, for the most part. Mainly, she is watched by women. So I'm just putting that perspective into the things that I'm seeing. So I said in one of my last videos that if she downsized, she could have been saving the money, and that money could have been put towards other shit, like taking trips to give her more content, to bring in more viewers, to bring in more money, to bring in more brands, to bring in... Anyways, you get the fucking point. And she literally said the same thing in this. If she would have gotten the apartment that was like, what, a floor down or something, and it didn't have a bathtub, she would have been saving $500 a month. Girl, you could have been going on so many trips with that. I'm just saying. I know $500 don't seem like a lot, but if you're staying relatively local, or at least like within the United States, you feel me? $500 a month could take you a long ways every month. We could have been getting a lot of different content every month, but here we are. Okay. So yeah, I guess it really was mainly an in-house vlog, because after that, she was cleaning up the apartment and talking about how her backsplash and the counters were nasty, which, duh. Okay, as much shit as you keep on them counters, we know, baby. You don't even have to tell us, and I'm so glad that you did not show us, because yuck. I didn't want to see it, so thank you. Thank you for not sharing at least that part. But you know what? Right now we have a gas stove, and I'm not too much of a fan. Like, I don't really care for it. It does cook the food faster, but I don't know if it makes it taste better. I think that's just how, like, you cook the food and how you season the food, right? In my opinion, I don't know. Like, we had a regular electric stove before this, and now we have a gas stove, and I'm pretty sure in the new house that's a regular electric stove. And I don't mind that, because I would prefer to not have to wait so long to have the stove and the burners and everything cool down to have to clean the stove off, you know? Like, when I'm cooking, I clean as I go, and then by the time I'm done cooking, I barely have anything left to clean. But what I do have left to clean, you know, I just want to clean it, clean down the counters, clean down the stove, clean down everything, and then chill for the rest of the night. If I'm like making dinner or something like that, you know, if it's breakfast, then it's like basically the same thing. I just want to chill for the rest of the day until it's lunchtime, and I got to get my ass back in the kitchen and make more food. But having a gas stove, it's like I have to cook, and then I can clean up as I go, but I can't like clean the stove down, right? Because it's still so fucking hot. So then I have to wait, and then I get back in the kitchen and clean it down. Or what actually happens is most of the time I just fucking forget until it's time for me to go back in the kitchen and cook again. And then I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the stove so dirty? Oh, duh, because you had to wait and you forgot. So I could do without the gas stove. But how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? Do you prefer a gas stove over an electric one? But listen, we finally made it out the house, because the next clip, we're in the car and going to Target to do a return. Look at us, still doing the same things. And per her lips are still dry and crusty, her hair is still not fixed, and she is a sleepy girl. See, none of that came out of my mouth. All of that came out of her mouth. And this is just what happens when you're not, well, mainly the sleepiness, right? This is what happens when you're just inactive. Get up, friend. You need a gym routine that you're going to actually stick with. Like, I think I told y'all, I'm doing a 5-day split. And last week I hit the 5 days. The week before I did the 6 days. This week is going to be another 5 days. And I feel great. I will be honest. I feel... it's annoying as fuck having to motivate myself to go to the gym, or be like, okay, let's ride the bike today, or let's do the stairs or the elliptical or whatever. But after doing it and taking a shower and cleaning all that sweat and yuck off of me, I feel great. Especially if I go take on a bike ride in the evening times, and then I come home, you know, take a shower, relax, go to sleep. Like, when I wake up the next day, I feel so good. And I swear I feel like skinnier. It's like a cheat code to me. Is it actually a cheat code? I don't know, but in my brain it like works, so we're just gonna stick with it for now. But yeah, friend, you need a gym routine that you're gonna actually stick with, because that's the key, right? Like, we can all have a gym routine, but if it ain't one that you like agree with and you're gonna stick with, then what's the point? There is no point. You're just gonna sit on the couch and eat your ice cream because you don't care about taking your ass to the gym. All right, walking around Target, that poppy robe, hideous. I don't care. Did anyone buy that? I sincerely hope not, because that colorway, dark pink, light pink, blue, and green, yuck. Please. I really wish she would evolve and like take us to like Victoria's Secret or somewhere for some sleepwear. And I'm not saying like the fancy lingerie sleepwear. I'm just saying just pajamas. Like, Victoria's Secret has cute ass robes. Why can't you go there and get us a robe? Like, get you a robe. Not us. Why can't you go there and get yourself a robe? Why does it have to be this ugly ass one from Target? Ugh. Nope, not influenced. All right, well, after finding some stuff, friend came out of the store, Target, and pouring down rain and complained about how she got wet from the rain, which is what rain does. But could we not have went back into the store and purchased an umbrella at that time? Like, wouldn't that have been a better solution than getting drenched in the rain? And then you would have had an umbrella that you could have kept in the car for times like that. When it looks kind of sus outside, you could bring the umbrella inside the store just in case it starts raining by the time you check out and you're ready to go. Yeah, kind of makes sense, right? She did get this really cute Love Shack notebook, but then she said it was going to be her new content notebook and she's going to fill it up with content ideas. And do we think that's going to happen? Let's say by the end of the year. Do we think it's going to happen? Maybe not filled up all the way by the end of the year, obviously. Okay. Let's say at least 20 ideas written down in the notebook by the end of the year. What do we think? Y'all should know by now what I think. All right, so then that video ended off with the clips from the 4th of July fireworks. All I can say is that her makeup really makes my head hurt. Like, it could be so cute if the concealer wasn't so bright and light underneath her eyes and her forehead wasn't a few shades darker, because I guess she's still not putting makeup all over her face. I don't know. Somebody help her, please. Help her, please. All right, so we are doing 2 videos in one because I just feel like it makes more sense. So the new video, we're starting off the morning with an Alani and a rice cake. Yuck. Oh shit. Okay. So the rice cake was a pre-workout snack. Those are so incredibly gross to me. And I don't know, maybe they've gotten better over the years, but I used to eat them. Well, I used to try to eat them when I was younger. And like, I would go visit my stepdad's. I think those were his grandparents' child. I don't even know what the fuck those people were to him at that point. But they were like old people. Like, I was 9, 10, 11, 12. And they were like 60, 70, 80. Girl, I don't even know how old they were, but they were old as fuck to be eating rice cakes and cottage cheese and giving that to me. And it's like, baby, I'm from the islands. We don't eat that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, people probably do eat that in the islands, but I didn't grow up eating that. Okay, give me some porridge, give me some oxtail, give me some rice and beans. Thank you. Give me some yuca. Thank you. Like, yeah, rice cakes are not it to me. And I can't believe she actually likes that. That's so interesting. I would have never thought Chelsie would eat a rice cake. I can't. But like I was saying, starting your day off with a workout feels so good. And truthfully, I am so sad to be moving out of the neighborhood that we're currently in, because it's so community-based. Every single weekend we have food trucks out here by our pool. We have community events every single week. Like, it is amazing. They threw a out of school block party for the kids. They're throwing a back to school block party for the kids. Like, there's always something going on. We have such a nice gym. We have such a nice pool area. I'm so sad to be leaving just the neighborhood. Honestly, I do not like where we live. Like, we are 30 to 40 minutes away from literally everything that I like to do in Jacksonville, and I don't like that. I don't like the area. I don't like that it's still being developed and the road still has construction going on, and people act like complete fucking morons when they drive around here because of the construction cones. I could do without all of that, honestly, truly, but I'm just gonna miss what the neighborhood gives. And my kid's school is like not even a mile away in the same neighborhood, and I just, it's such a vibe. But the one that we are moving to, the neighborhood we're moving to, I'm gonna have to find us a 24-hour gym, because I was looking at LA Fitness and like their hours, they close at like 10 or 11 or something and open at like 8. And it's like, baby, who are you catering to? Obviously not a person that lives a normal life, okay? Because I want to get up and go to the gym whenever I want to. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, let me make that option. That's like when Walmart took away the 24 hours after COVID. Like, what are you doing? If I want to get up and go to the store and wander around at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, like, what's the problem, bro? Me specifically, I'm not bothering anybody, but maybe other people were bothering them, and that's why. they chose to do that. But anywho, back to the gym rant. I need to find a 24-hour one close to where we're going to be at. And I think when I looked it up, there was a Choose and a Planet Fitness that are both 24 hours. And I don't know which one would be better. So I think I'm just going to have to go and get a tour of both and film it. And then we'll see. But yeah, so after her doing the Soul Cycle, she went to Trader Joe's and I think Kroger. Oh yeah, she went to Kroger but couldn't get in Kroger because their power was out. And I swear, every time somebody mentions Kroger, I'm like, I used to be jealous of the people that had access to Kroger, but now that I found Fresh Fields Farm literally like a week or two ago, I'm no longer hating. I'm not, because all I be trying to do is find good deals on meat, honestly, because meat is so expensive and it's such a large portion of like your meals, right? Like, hello, I feel like you eat meat in basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Goddamn. But yeah, so I found this place and I showed it. So now that I found that, I'll be going there for the rest of my time in this area because it just makes the most sense. But anyways, once Chelsie got back home from Soul Cycle and Trader Joe's, she did a mini grocery haul and said she was going to walk to Sebastian and take a shower. And I'm only pointing out this part because the only thing that we saw after she got back was a shot of the water running from the like shower head. And in my brain, I'm like, damn, what happened to walking Sebastian? Like, girl, did you even walk Sebastian? Because I feel like scenes from the walk outside, a nature vibe, would have looked better, been more of a vibe than just that one shot of the shower head and water coming out of it. Like, girl, what were you thinking with that? I don't know. Oh my gosh. And then she mentioned her quickly being sweaty. And that made me immediately think how she isn't out here scratching her head down in these clips anymore. Do you guys remember when I did? Oh my gosh. I don't remember what I titled it, but you know, I would pull out the little scenes of her scratching her head down. That shit was funny. That was a time. Okay. The scene with the Born to Stand Out fragrance. Was that supposed to be promo for the brand? Because I wasn't sure what to think about it. Like, did they just send her it so that she could try it? And then if you're trying it on camera, don't you want to, like, be a little bit more presentable? No? Maybe they like that because it's... Girl, I don't know. I just wasn't sure what to think about it. And yeah, so y'all let me know what you thought about that part. And listen, I just went to the beauty supply store to get me crochet hair so that I could redo my hair. So ain't nothing wrong with that for me. But Chelsea's out here being a regular girly and buying organic hair from the beauty supply store? Since when? What happened to the expensive bundles and the wig companies and the sponsorships and the promos and the guy hairdresser that was doing her hair? And what happened to all these people? I'm just so confused. But anywho, have y'all tried Amika's products? I've only tried the yellow spray leave-in and then a couple things from the hydro hydration line, and I really liked them. They did really well for my hair. But with her ponytail, I really think a curlier hairstyle would have been cuter, kind of like similar to what Keisha had done, honestly. And I guess later on in the video she said that she doesn't like super curly hair, but it's like, girl, that's what would have looked, to me, that's what would have looked best on you. Like, I feel like the hair that she purchased was a little too straight. It was, I think, body wave, but it was a little too straight and it just didn't hide the shape of her head well. And I'm not even being mean, y'all, because she said herself that she has an egg head. I'm just agreeing with it. All right, but for real, what's a good edge control to really sleek your hair back? Because right now I use Edge Booster and the black Got To Be gel and tie my edges down for a little bit with the wig band, and it works, okay? But like, this Florida humidity is a bitch, so after being outside for a little while, like, the hair starts exposing me and I'm just like, okay, this can't be it. Like, do I need to use hairspray and blow dry that so that it sets a little bit better? I don't know. Y'all let me know. What do you guys like to use? I have used a red one. I have used Eco Styler gel. I've used a bunch of different shit, honestly. And I'm still in the search for something good. So yeah, let me know. But really, the rest of this video was her adding in more hair for the ponytail, which after the second pack, she really didn't need that extra hair. And then 2 minutes of jazz and her typical black screen. So riveting. All right, y'all, I'll talk to you in the next one.